Welcome to American Black Journal. I'm Stephen Henderson. The smell of barbecue and the sounds of rhythm and blues, jazz and gospel are going to fill Detroit's Hart Plaza over the weekend of August 10th. An estimated 150,000 people are expected to attend the Ribs R&B Music Festival. The annual event attracts the country's best chefs who put their skills to the test in a rib and barbecue sauce competition. Plus, award-winning national and local recording artists will take the stage all weekend. I'm pleased to have one of the performers here today. Let's take a listen to Detroit jazz saxophonist Yancyy. That was really great. And joining me now is the founder of the Ribs R&B Festival, an old friend of ours here at American Black Journal, Johnnie Washington. Welcome back to the program.
And I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, no, it's always good to see you.
Yes, yes.
So that people are going to get that and more of that at the festival this year.
Yes, well, you know, the festival kicks off August the 10th through the 12th, and headliners for the weekend will be Drew Hill, Chrisette Michelle A, and Detroit's own Keith Washington. So we're excited about the headliners. There'll be over 30 acts going on 2 stages this year. We're proud to introduce our new attraction, the Detroit Paradise Valley Musical Stage, which will be headlined by Yancyy, that we just saw that wonderful performance. So you'll be able to catch him on Saturday and Sunday between the hours of 6 and midnight. He's going to close us out on the second stage. So it's going to be a great weekend. We're really, really looking forward to it. And of course, we have the Ribs, the best barbecue this side of the Mississippi, our main attraction of the weekend.
Right.
Yes.
Tell me how you came up with the idea for this festival.
Well, you know, it was a thing that we started out many years ago doing, and it was a festival that we started out supporting Detroit Park and Recreations. And they had some challenges, and the festival went away. And I was I just reviewed and just said, wow, this is something that I would like to do. And the city of Detroit gave me a wonderful opportunity to start producing, and we haven't looked back. And we've grown. Last year we had Sheila E. So to come back this summer with Drew Hill as our headlining act, we're really, really excited.
Yeah, and we're joined now by Yancyy, who we heard that wonderful performance by. Welcome to the program. Talk about your work and your music and how it all fits in with this great festival.
Well, yeah, I tell you, the Ribs and Soul has been a staple in our community.
Yeah.
So anytime you can be home and be a part of a great legacy, you jump at that opportunity.
Yeah, yeah. I was an amateur musician myself as a child. I was a piano player and a drummer for a while. I'm always curious, though, what leads somebody to one instrument that they decide, this is me, this is how I'm going to project my voice all over the world. How did you come to be a saxophonist?
I was about 13 years old at a family church, and we had a visitor. He came and broke out a horn and just tore the floor. He tore the walls, he tore the pews. You needed a seatbelt on. And I felt something. And I looked around, and everybody in the congregation felt something, and I wanted to be a part of that.
Yeah, yeah. And why soprano?
But it allows me to speak,
Yeah.
to sing. I play all of them, but
Yeah, yeah.
it just depends on how I'm feeling that day.
It's such a gorgeous tone that
Thank you.
that comes out of that horn.
Sure.
Yeah. Talk about how you put the musical sort of mix together for this festival every year, local and national, different kinds of music.
Well, you know, I think I'm probably one of the most fortunate promoters in the country when it comes to homegrown, world-class talent.
A lot of choice, right?
Right, and you know, most of our friends, we've all come up together in the last 20 years, and they play for national acts all over the world, and they're right here. So I have to be mindful when I think local acts. I make sure I let them know that they're internationally acclaimed artists, even though they're from Detroit. So we just have a melting pot. And I was speaking earlier of saying, you know, to be a platform to highlight, because the exposure now still is, you know, sometimes fleeting for a lot of these fabulous artists. So we are happy to be able to play once a year, create an environment for them to come out and enjoy and show their skills.
Yeah. Also, this festival's been around long enough that you've seen the changes in the city over that time. I mean, it's just got to be really different to put something like this on today than it was 10 or 12 years ago.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think, you know, the growth that we've seen over these last 4 years is nothing shorter than phenomenal. You know, when we just look at the transformation of our city, you know, riding through where these buildings were dark for many years, now to go downtown and see everything lit up, and to know that we stood the test of time through the dark areas to be a part of New Detroit. So now we're open arms. We welcome everyone from the state of Michigan, from all over the country, and we have truly became a national brand where people are coming in by the busloads on our weekends. So we're glad that we're here during some of the tough times, and now, you know, we're here, and it's even better now. The New Detroit is fabulous, and we're really happy to be a part of that.
Yeah, yeah. Yancyy talked some about your career outside of Detroit, the places that it's taken you, the things that you've seen.
Well, I've toured Europe several times. I've been to China, I've been to Thailand, I've been a lot of places. France, Germany, Italy, of course, most of the islands throughout the United States. And now I'm here in the D.
Back home, right? Is there something special for you about performing here? Is it, do you get a different feel from a Detroit crowd than you do from people in China or Europe or these other places?
You know, that's an interesting question. Here in Detroit, you have to be able to sell it.
Right, right.
Fans
people know what's real and what's not.
They used to tell it. So you learn. And what you learn in this great city will carry you all throughout the world. And pretty much the response is always the same. You see that people come in one way and they leave out a total different way. So you've made an impact.
What do you hear from people in other parts of the world when you say you're from Detroit?
They get excited.
Do they?
They get excited. Mention Motown, and all of a sudden everyone wants to be a singer, a karaoke singer.
Right. That musical tradition here, as you were saying, is a big part of the festival. Talk about where you think we are with music right now in Detroit. It is a different business, and this is a different era, isn't it?
Yes. And again, I was mentioning earlier, I am determined to create another platform that can really highlight. If we just look at what's happened on international artists, on an international level with artists coming out of Detroit over the last 10 years. You know, Big Sean has made a tremendous impact in a very short period of time. And so we know, you know, I have a daughter, my youngest daughter, she's about to release her first single.
Oh, was that right? Wow.
And go up the Billboard chart. Is just phenomenal. And I, you know, and over the years, I've had the chance with my staff to really just marvel at, you know, how many people that have performed on our stage over the years that have gone to make it. And so I say that to say to the artists that are knowing you have the goods, know you have the talent, and sometimes it looks a little dark. You just have to keep pressing on, because no one, I don't know if it's in our water, I don't know what it is, but we're just a cut above.
We have more talent, I feel like, than anybody else does, right?
So, and when you come down this weekend, on Friday night, that's our night that we give our main stage to our local talent.
Right. Right.
And, you know, and our young people, and so you're going to really get a chance to see that it's a blurred line that you may not have heard on the radio, but they are doing it just at the level that you would expect, and so we're really excited about that. So you guys come on out, and I think when they look at the schedule, they'll be very pleased to see that we're representing.
They'll be blown away. Yeah. Yancyy, what do you say to young people in Detroit who are thinking about careers in music, maybe just picking up the horn? Perseverance obviously is a big part of it, but
I tell them to follow their heart, follow their passion, and just make sure you spending quality time with it, and stay on YouTube, or hey, give them my information. Hey, I love sharing information with the upcoming
YouTube.
talent.
See, that's the thing that, you know, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, people weren't thinking about, I have to be on YouTube, but I'm sure now that's just got to be part of it.
Right there.
Right. Right.
You know, that's the world.
Yeah. Right. That's how you get all of the eyes that you can.
Yes.
All right. Well, congratulations. Always great to see you, and congratulations on being welcomed home for this festival.
So August 10th, 11th, and 12th.
10th, 11th, and 12th. Yes.
Hart Plaza.
Absolutely.
We'll see you guys soon.
All right.
Thank you.